Recently, Nintendo has updated Mario Kart World with a series of bug fixes and changes to the game. The biggest change being that they adjusted the course selection in random when selecting the next course in wireless versus race. Essentially, what this means is that the random pool for the game, which usually players use to play the standard 3 lap format of every track in the game, has now been updated to also include the intermission tracks. Now, for anyone who has played this game for any conceivable amount of time, you can imagine that this is probably one of the worst additions they could have added to this game already, and we're just about barely 3 weeks in. The reason why is because selecting random was the only way to play the standard 3 lap courses, and the reason why that is important because to a lot of people who play Mario Kart very casually, I'm talking about you pick your favorite kart, your favorite character, you hop on, you don't practice the courses beforehand, you don't want to engage with the game on a deeper level, and that's fair because I do believe that sometimes playing a game where you're not as knowledgeable about every single aspect in and out can be a lot more fun than playing it at a severe competitive level. But what this change does is that it brings back in the intermission courses and makes the player base have to engage with them. And the intermission courses for this game has not been popular at all. Personally, I enjoy the intermission courses, but I can admit that this is not exactly fair to everyone. You are not always going to be playing the 3 lap courses. In fact, now, more oftentimes than not, you're going to be playing 1 lap of them, followed up by a few straight minutes of driving. Now, I enjoy the intermission courses, but I'm the weird one. I'm going to be fully honest with y'all. But the intermission courses, outside of a lot of people not really jiving with the fact that they're driving with very few turns, it's mainly the fact that these intermission courses often incentivize bagging above all else. And if you are a casual Mario Kart player, you probably don't know what bagging is, but let me explain. Bagging is the art of intentionally playing in a lower position to greater increase the item pool that you have. The thing with these intermission courses is that they often have huge, downright ludicrous shortcuts that you can utilize to gain a way higher position in this game. Imagine Great Block Ruins, one of my personal favorite courses in the game. Now I'm only going to be able to enjoy, on average, 1 lap of that, and especially when it comes to the tail end, because Great Block or Great Question Mark Block is one of my favorite courses in the game because if you understand it, if you're able to do some of the very simple tricks in that game, it can save you a lot of time. It can be the difference between a beginner and an intermediate player. Wario Stadium, another example of a course that has huge shortcuts, is now going to be hampered down because of the simple fact that a lot of these courses with huge shortcuts, right, that are entirely skill dependent, right, that you're able to hit. Now you got to deal with the fact that you're going to have people running up and pulling up mushrooms. They're going to be doing all sorts of things. And personally, I think this is an egregiously bad change, especially when there are things that should have been put into this game for the big price at 80 schmackaroons, right? We have things like an actual map in the open world that actually functions and allows us to navigate and see where all the P switches are. That's not in the game. What else is in the game? Not a jukebox. So there's no real way for us to know where every single collectible in this game is. Not even like a radar we can utilize to let us know that there's something close by. We have legitimately nothing, and that makes playing this game, and that means enjoying this game on a higher level really aggravating. And I think that is personally upsetting because I think there is a legitimate underneath Nintendo's baffling design decisions. I think that there is a case for this being one of the greatest Mario Kart games to ever grace a platform. But it sucks so much because every time we have something that's so great, Nintendo decides to piss on our mouth. It's like, oh, we're doing so great here. It's like, imagine you're drinking a lemonade, right? And you're like, this is some good ass lemonade. So you ask the waiter at the restaurant, hey waiter, can I get some more lemonade? Yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and put it out back. And now there's a stronger scent in that lemonade, but you can't very taste it. But in order to get that good ass lemonade, the waiter pulls down their pants and they're like, yeah, we're stopping this shit. This is so upsetting, but we're gonna play a race. We're gonna see, hopefully, if we can have it land on a random course and see what does that look like. Because I'm going to be very upset if it's really. I want to believe that this is fake news and I've been lied to, even though we pulled it up on the Nintendo platform. So many other things I could have added. A jukebox for this phenomenal ass soundtrack. Come on, man. What the hell? And the worst part is about this change is that I could wholeheartedly believe that it was a bug. But the problem is that now there's no alternative to wanting to play the 3 straight courses. And that to me sucks way more than anything else. Oops. We are not in the game. At least let us some our own courses, man. With or without the intermission. That's such an easy change. Man, we gotta play the fucking intermission, man. This shit so whack. Nintendo, man. Why would you do this? But anyways, hopefully Nintendo changes this, because I'll be pretty upset if they don't. But we gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna try to have some fun on this game. Make sure you keep yourself safe and you take care of yourself and your family and have a damn good one. Change. That track is like a bagging track because it has like huge shroom shortcuts that you can kind of do, but like, man, why would you do this, Nintendo? Like, look, nigga, we got the course anyways, and we still gotta drive to it. Yo, son. And it's a 4-lapper too. The 4-laps are the fucking worst. Except I think this intermission's fun. It's like specifically the ones that like the less interesting. And we didn't get an item box. Now we gotta fucking try to play out of the damn pad. Gotta play on the side. Oh my fucking god. But that's just probably Mario Kart streams. Like, what do we do here? Like, what do we do here? What are we doing? So first off, let's get to a place where I can actually use these big items. Actually, use the items right here. I'm not gonna even gain. There's no way we even gain a position here. So you know what? We're gonna item trade. Dude, what am I gonna do with this hammer, bro? Item. This item might be bottom 10 ever to enter the greats of Mario Kart. Bad. That's okay. If a daisy's in front, a daisy's winning. So you know what? We take those. We take them. I'm down to spare people for the hashtag cause. Like, now we're on the boring part, right? That first section at least had like the cool part of like, okay. And then we gotta go through the wave racing shit. Got straight attack items in 8 for whatever reason. Fuck, I thought you just click on it, dude. What? Dude, this is the end of the race too. We're done. We're done. That's the video.